This week, Pro Football Focus came out with some contract likelihood, some parameters for what the free agents will likely be signing. Let's take a look at some of the edge rushers that could be on the Browns' radar. Marcus Davenport, guy we've heard a lot about. 1 year, $12 million is what they put his contract range to be, $10 million guaranteed. Arden Key, young guy from the Jaguars, 2 years, $18.5 million, $11.5 guaranteed. Yannick Ngakoue, 2 years, $25 million, so $12.5 million a year, $20 guaranteed. Lorenzo Carter, 2 years, $12 million, $6.75 guaranteed. Browns have to upgrade both the edge and the interior. Let's welcome in G. Bush, host of 92.3 The Fans, The Barbershop, as well as co-host of the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. So, G. Bush, see the numbers. Those aren't locked in stone, but they give you a pretty good idea. When you look at edge rushers, who do you like? Do you like a combination of them? We need multiple guys. That line has to get a lot better.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things that when you look at this list of individuals, you know, the Browns need a little bit of everything. They need pass rushers. They need guys that can get after the quarterback. They need guys that can stop the run. You know, Yannick Ngakoue is a guy who was with the Baltimore Ravens a couple of years ago. You know, Marcus Davenport is a guy that, you know, I like. Arden Key isn't a bad guy. And, you know, for me, I think the Browns have to come away looking at a couple things. They have to figure out which way they want to actually go about building this defensive line because, you know, the guys like a Daron Payne, you know, they're saying that he's worth, we're looking to get 4 years, $80 million. If you're the Cleveland Browns, do you have that in the cap strings and the purses to go out and get a Daron Payne of $55 million and then really believe that you're still going to have money left to buy and go out and get another defensive tackle? Because when Jadeveon Clowney leaves, the fact that you still have an edge rusher that you need to get, the fact that, you know, you still have 2 defensive tackles and 2 starters probably that you may want to get, you're going to have to start looking at some of these guys who are, or like your Marcus Davenport, who are your Arden Key type. Yannick Ngakoue is even $20 million guaranteed. You're looking at that being, you know, almost double what you were paying to Jadeveon Clowney. Clowney was getting, you know, 12 to 14 and depending on what your incentives are. So even you're looking at him and he wants 2 years, you're going to be competing against other guys and other individuals to try to get a guy like that. So you got to look at it with the Browns. I think you're going to be looking at the 1 year Marcus Davenport, or if you can get an Arden Key, guys that are on the cheap a little bit like that, guys that are individuals who are going to be able to fill a couple of holes. You'll still have a little bit of money. You'll still have a little bit left over in terms of possibly going to get another defensive tackle. And then you may have to address the wide receiver room as well if you don't bring him back to Anthony Schwartz, or you do want to get a little more speed than a David Bell, and you don't really trust, you know, depending on a wide receiver if you choose to go 4th, 5th, 6th round with that. So I think the category 1 guys are the ones that are more along the lines of likelihood signing with the Cleveland Browns.